jitterbugs. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
Hello! Hello! Welcome back to McFly, the Derpy Doo, where we talk about video games. Sorry, I'm running a little late, but it's Multiversus Into the Verse, Season 4 Mid Season Patch. We have about 4 minutes. I have chicky tendies roasting in the oven I have to go get. So please give me 1 second, and obviously we have 4 minutes before all this kicks off. It's probably just going to be Into the Verse today, because I have some work later on I gotta do. And yeah, I'll be right back.
60 seconds till the chaos begins.
Just set everything up here. Right. That. Oh wait, actually, hold on. In Cartoon Network fashion, it is Multiversus. This is the.
I survived
While I
worse
go
than
get
you.
my food screen. Right back.
But you won't be able to say the same of me.
Ever consider therapy, Arya? I think you could use it.
You're not very smart, are you?
I'm cute. I'm fun. I'm gonna kick your teeth in.
You're only calling the shots because I will it, Joker.
It's bounce time, baby. That's what we call a knockout jump.
And this thing. Pathetic.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Who wants a Scooby snack?
Hello!
Do you even
Right, I'm not
understand what's going on here, Shaggy?
Right, play.
Let's see how fast that sword is, Arya.
Hello! Happy Monday. Hopefully we see something interesting today. Could be a bunch of Marceline. I'm more interested in seeing the Battle Pass. What is so good about this new Battle Pass? And at least the second half of it.
I bet you could use my help.
I also have food cooking, lunchtime. If you're having a holly jolly one. Let me see the sounds real quick. Hopefully the sounds are coming through correctly. Turn that down a little bit more.
I'm taking you down.
I'll turn it back up when they start talking, just because it's kind of low.
Take your shot, Batman. You know you want
But in other news, how's the Mythic Vista? Nobody else finished? I really lagged on this one, not gonna lie. The chat is live. And I'm also really hoping to see some kind of little bit at the end for Season 5. I want to know who's going to be the guy. Earthworm Sally! What's up?
What do you think about this?
Yeah, you
outfit?
get two Harley. You're literally the first
Be
person I
honest,
think about when it comes
I've
to Harley.
tried a lot of looks and I got the
You
mix
really
I
like the
use.
elf outfit?
That's the uniform you've chosen to fight in.
Don't feel bad.
Alright, let's turn it up for them. And I'll try not to talk over
Let's get
so
this
much,
started.
you know? Let's do it. And this is the mid-season patch for Season 4. It's going to launch tomorrow.
Good morning and welcome back to Into the Verse
Good
Season
afternoon.
4.5's episode, and you already know what time it is. It's
Also,
time
feel free to let me know how
introduce
everything sounds.
finally to Multiverses.
I'm
the
hoping
Vampire
all the
Queen.
sounds
But
are good.
first, gotta also introduce my fellow community manager, Nakat. How you doing today, man?
What's going on? It's definitely a Monday. I'm feeling it. But you know what?
Yes, sir.
Even more excited though, because we're finally into the next episode of Into the Verse. How are you doing?
Oh, doing fantastic. Again, we're introducing a long requested fan favorite and couldn't have asked for a better time to be able to bring it to everyone at the end of the year. So without further ado, here is the world premiere gameplay trailer for Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
Enjoy.
Yeah, this one's a different rollout. We already knew. They just, they let us all know ahead of time.
You're not still scared of vampires, are you, Jake? Somebody call for the Vampire Queen?
And a bruiser,
Hope
right?
you're ready.
I am not ready to join your...
Again, we were wrong.
Yes.
I'm just not good at guessing this
Can't
stuff.
save you now.
I would have suspected Tank.
My fuzzy fangy brother from another mother.
Oh, that's funny, the vampire outfit.
Vampire transform.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah. Now send your real fighters in.
With my tech.
You are an impressive specimen.
Your suit feels
there's the
even
new map.
cheaper than it looks. The multiverse, man.
Adventure
What a
awaits. The goth queen vampire
Kingdom
lady.
of Ooh, represent.
And everybody gets to like a musical emote. Hers is gonna be the guitar or the
Thousand-year-old
bass.
vampire from the land of Vu
I
has
like a bass.
finally graced the presence of Multiverses, and she is here with a lot of unique moves and a lot of combo expression. And as you can see, multiple forms, not just in the bat mode, but also being able to go in the base stance. We'll have a lot to discuss on that. The cat, I can't really say enough about this character with the fact that I think she has probably the largest amount of unique ways to play currently in the game.
Yeah, and that's not just, hyping Marceline up. It's real, from the base to being able to change forms to the stakes to even her perks. She has a lot of unique things going for her, and we think that players are not only going to enjoy her, but the longtime fans of Adventure Time and Marceline in particular will enjoy her as well. And with that, I think it's time to actually break that down for you real quick. Let's
Break
jump
it
right
on
into
down. I got calls for Starfire in the chat. Of course, Ben 10. Godzilla would be so funny to see on the map.
Manager Cat, and today I am excited to showcase Marceline, the 1,000-year-old vampire queen and daughter of
And I agree,
Prince
Sally.
Abadir. This is a
I always like a
very
good bruiser,
popular character that we
Maybe I'm
at
just biased
Playverse
with
Games
Batman.
are all excited to have as the newest addition to the roster. She's friends with Finn and Jake, as you may know.
Yeah, we've been seeing
She
a lot
loves
of,
her
like,
bass. She loves making
assassins,
music, and of course
bruisers.
scaring people for fun.
With a
So
mage
let's
in
see how
there.
scary her moveset is.
Surprised we haven't seen a tank.
Multiverses. Ground attacks. Grounded dash attack is a quick burst option that can be canceled with a jump into a combo. It is also great as a combo extender from aerials. Let's talk
Yeah,
about
she's gonna be
Marceline's
floaty.
grounded side attack. Marceline swings
Literally.
her base forward and then slams the base to actually finish off the opponent with a second hit. The next thing to note about this move is that when you hit with the first part of the move, you are instantly able to cancel into a jump, allowing you to do a Sair immediately right after. Her ground down attack is a 2-hit move. The first hit of this move can be jump canceled or
Interesting.
canceled with a special attack. The second hit can be charged for even more damage. Marceline's grounded neutral attack is a armor breaking move that is also a multi-hitting KO
I like that with the
option
stake too. It
that
breaks
can be
armor with the
comboed
stake.
with at low percents.
That's fun.
Let's get into Marceline's grounded special attacks. Her grounded neutral special attack, she enters base stance. Press neutral special again to activate the forward strum.
Base
You can
stance.
press up or down along with the neutral attack button to change the height of the music notes. You can also activate up, down, or side finishers by pressing up, down, or side
Look
on the
at
special
that. That's
button.
fun.
This move also has the ability to activate her passive ability on the beat. When hitting
On the
any
beat.
attack with Marceline, it'll create a rhythm meter above her head. If you hit your next input on tempo, you will gain a stack of rhythm bonus. You can spin your rhythm bonus to improve your base dance finishers. If you miss the input or do not continue the streak after 5 seconds,
That's
you
what they
will
continue
reduce
to
your
amaze
rhythm.
me with these kits. They are so
And
creative.
lastly, her grounded side special
That's so
attack
cool.
summons a tornado projectile that pops up opponents. Wings can be used to also knock opponents into the tornado as well. let's get into those specialty perks. Perk number 1, Bard. Marceline's bass note combos are replaced with melodic notes that apply gray health to teammates.
Hey,
so
she
this
can
is
buff.
a great perk to take in the 2's format.
Or damage.
Empress. Perk number 2. Marceline briefly turns invisible when she parries. And lastly, specialty perk number 3, Zephyrus. When Marceline exits her bat form, she will leave behind wind tunnels. The wind tunnels can be used to speed up allies or slow down enemies. This is
I
one of
like
her
it.
more powerful perks,
I like
and
it a lot.
I do expect this perk to be rather popular.
Holy crap.
And that's going to be it for the Marceline guide for Multiverses.
That's it. That was
This
a
is
lot. That's
again
good.
Kat, your
I like it.
community manager. Thank you all
Really
so
creative,
much
man.
for watching, and of course, thank you to Ajax for being able to record the gameplay footage this time around.
And I see why they went with
Really
Bruiser.
appreciate
She
that.
is really like her
And
setup is
as
really for
always,
beating
I
up
was
like the
super hyped to
character
do this.
itself.
Very excited for this character's inclusion in the game, and
With
I
all, like, the
cannot
jump
wait,
canceling
especially
into
with how
attacks and
popular this
stuff.
character is, for you all to be able to play her. This is Nakat signing
me.
out. I'm gonna throw
Very
it back
aerial.
to the studio.
Looks really cool though.
And so that is the Marceline breakdown. But if you want to see more in an extended version of that breakdown, please visit the official Multiversus YouTube channel and show support there.
Yeah, I'm
We
sure
would
they'll have a
love
whole
to hear
full
your
video up
opinions
once
on the
this
rest
ends,
of Marceline's
so we can look
moveset.
more into
But,
it then.
yo, Ajax, some perks, right?
Oh, look, the perks, and we didn't even showcase all of the unique combos that
Yeah,
she
the
can
parry
pull off.
invisible, that's
As
pretty
you can see,
interesting.
they're pretty much almost everything that she has some form of a cancel or a unique way to string it to something else, and that's a big part of her kit that makes it really fun.
Being a
And
vampire
what
though,
you
it'd have been
have, the
cool if they
dash
did some
attack,
kind of
down
life steal.
attack at the first hit,
Maybe that's
the
too
base
OP.
stance,
That's like arcade
and
mode.
even the aerial down special elbow if you go high enough, all lead to different ways for you to approach an offense and keep having a lot of fun with Marceline, we'll say, as you continue to pressure people into the corner and try to get a KO. But you know, the cat was also not
Yeah,
just
almost like Finn.
her
She
moves,
keeps it
her
moving
moveset, of
with her
course.
attack
It
strings.
was a bit of a different look. We've been showcasing this for a little bit of time now, but only in images. And
I'm sure they
some people
noticed
got
it
to
in the
see.
trailer. They had to have.
Yeah, so they got to see a little bit of the Candy Kingdom, which has not one, not two, but 3 different variants. Which, of course, here's the first one.
Yeah,
This
that
is Candy
too sound
Kingdom
good
2,
point.
as the
Prestige
default stage.
rewards.
And then there
I'm playing
is
a lot of Taz
also
recently,
the competitive
so I'm hoping
variant,
something for
which
him.
has the mobile platform. So it'll remove the 2 towers from the
Super
2
excited.
Like they
different
keep
sides,
nerfing Batman, so
and
I've
you'll
just
be able
been
to
like
go along
testing
the
out new
platform to
people.
be
I
able
like
to get
Taz.
combos off the side. So this one was
Right,
a
I
lot
gotta
of fun to
go.
put together.
Crap.
And
I gotta
then
go
one of our
flip my
personal
nuggets or
favorites,
bring 'em
of
up.
course, which is
Hopefully I don't miss
the
anything. Hold on one second.
main Candy Kingdom.
Yep.
That's Castle.
Yep.
We'll get to that in a
I was
second.
like, I was like, the huge, and then I saw the castle. I was like, wait,
Yeah, they gotta show the battle
wrong one,
pass.
wrong one.
To pull up the main
Gotta know.
stage of Candy Kingdom here in a second. But of course,
Yes.
as you saw a little snippet there of Castle, we'll get to those. There's 2 versions of that as well. We'll get to that in 1 second.
Talking about that competitive variant real quick. It's really important again for players to use that moving platform not only to save themselves, but of course
Okay, let's
to
talk about the
extend
map.
combos or try to
gonna
extend
run.
ring outs off of the sides of the map. It's going to be moving constantly, so be sure to utilize that, and it's going to create, I want to say, exciting moments that normally don't get created on, I want to say, stages that do not have platform layouts that are 1, move, and 2, that are not always going to be on top of the stage at all times. You know what I mean?
Okay, and also my mistake. I forgot that the main stage will be featured in a special interview we have in a few minutes with our levels designer to go over to some of this stuff. But we'll take a look back at the castle, which we were just saw a little snippet of a second ago. This is the first variant of Castle number 1, which has 2 mobile platforms that you can see going up and down. They will alternate throughout the match. And then there's Castle number 2, which is exclusive to the 1v1 matches. It has the 4 platform layout, which allow you to climb off the top. This one, all the background, everything, kind of designed behind the Vampire Tom and Jerry. We wanted to have a little cohesion with another Vampire release, of course, with Marceline. But like we just said, Nakat, you had an opportunity to talk to our level designer about what actually goes into all of this.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes behind maps that I think a lot of people, even myself to some degree, wasn't really aware of. And so no better person to break that down than Grant. Let's jump right into it.
What's going on, everyone? It's your community manager, Nakat, and today I am here with our level designer, Grant. How are you doing?
Oh, we're talking to a level designer today?
Doing great. It's
Not the character
It's
designer?
a beautiful day.
Perf,
the
what's
holidays are
up?
coming up.
Hello.
I'm super excited for all
Happy
the
Monday.
awesome maps and all the awesome content that's coming this coming
Checking out
patch.
some
It's really
Multiversus
exciting.
stuff today.
So you've been popping off on the map side of things, right? You got some good
And I'll try not
maps
to chew
going
into the
up.
microphone. I have
Big fan of the
eating lunch
Samurai
later.
Jack map that recently came out. I'm not gonna
Happy
lie,
lunchtime.
but we got to talk about, I guess, what is your process when it comes to designing maps for Multiverses, whether it be for the more casual audience or, of course, the more hardcore fans like myself?
Yeah, can we speed up the game again? The chat
I
said.
try to give everyone, try to make everyone
They've
happy.
been trying to
is
make
kind of
things
the goal,
faster, but we need that little bit
in whatever
more
way we
use.
can, right? So whether it's like, the main variant's going to be, for fun, and we have the side variant for competitive, or maybe there's something
They didn't show the
interesting we
battle
can
pass,
do
right?
when hazards are off.
I imagine they
That's
didn't.
always kind of something that
We
we've
moved on to maps.
we're now getting to do that stuff, and we were able to kind of apply some of that to the back catalog in some interesting ways. And even when we launched, we made unique 1v1 maps from some of the beta maps.
Everyone's so negative in the
because
chat
we knew
too.
that there was value in
Enjoy the
having
last
something
6
for
months of
everybody
the
and something for
game.
each mode, and really
Just a lot of
customize
negativity.
that experience for
kinda
every
hard
single
not to
type
feed
of
into it.
gameplay.
Yeah, and I'm just quite curious. I'm sure people want to know, like, I guess how much manpower goes into designing a level, because levels, I feel like, especially when they're really busy, seems like they have a lot going on. So, like, just how much of an undertaking is that actually?
It depends, you
They
have
also missed their Game Awards now.
something like
I
a
forgot
Dexter's
about that.
Lab
Tekken 8
or a Townsville
Probably more deserved.
is a big undertaking. It's
Someone
a lot
just
of
said
work.
something. Make a Ninja, what up?
Those are pretty complicated stages that took a long time
Yeah, I
to
did.
develop and
I
tune.
made sure to get those. The elusive Batman skin.
I actually wasn't the main level designer on those stages. I sort of hopped on it right as we were.
Yeah, I got the elusive
I sort of
Batman
took the
skin. I made
reins
sure to
for,
grab that one. I did get the Harley,
uh,
and what was it, the other
captioning
one?
the map ship or whatever on the
what's
design
her
side.
Garnet.
Those,
yeah.
those
But
really
there's
are
more,
great
so I'm
examples
curious if
of,
there's going to be more drops
like really
in the near
ambitious
future or something,
design.
or did they give away codes
And
maybe?
Again,
Because in the
even with
data
that
mine, there was more
ambition,
people with more
being able to
shirts for
chop it up and
Platfight.
slice it up into different ways.
So do you guys
to
even care
appeal
about
to
the map?
everyone and to
Heck,
make,
usually I like listening to
give a
the
slice
tech
of pie
designer
to every
behind like the
single
moves and the
person
kits
eating
for
at
the
the
character,
table,
but
Absolutely.
not gonna lie, I don't really care about map
And
design.
a big thing we got coming up actually in terms of talking about busy maps is Candy Kingdom. This map is humongous. Honestly, there's so many different ways I feel like you can play on this map. And even as a professional sweat, I enjoy being on this map and playing with people and kicking back and having a good time. And so just like, how long did it take you to conceptualize this map, what it was going to offer, and then actually execute on it?
So conceptualizing, I missed the boat on the initial conceptualizing for this map because again, I joined about a year ago, and this map's been cooking. This map, Candy Kingdom, has been cooking, longer than that. It's been a really long time coming for this stage, for these stages actually. But I got to get in kind of halfway, and I think the vision for that stage was, let's provide a slice of life.
He said
on
it's been
Candy
a long
Kingdom,
time coming.
like something
And
that was a little.
I say this every time. I would love to be a fly
Extreme
on the
Fort was so
wall
iconic, right?
during all the
you
process
associate
of all the
that so
making
much
of the game
with
and
that.
stuff. I'd love to see the process.
But bringing some of that emotion that you associate with
Because it's
Adventure
kind of like they
Time and
pick and
even
choose
some
and
of
they
the
do a
other
little work here, a little work there, a little
branches
work
of that
here.
series.
I'm curious to see the delegation.
Right.
of it
So
all.
I think Candy Kingdom as a map really reflects not
Like,
just
what does
Adventure
their
Time,
dream
but
board look like?
the other series
Very
that have come
curious.
out since the main series has dropped.
Absolutely.
The tavern itself, you get
Peppermint Butler's
these
the
really
goat.
great NPC reactions, kind of like the stuff we did on Teen Titans Tower.
Oh, they have redeem codes on the site. I didn't know that.
And just
I'll check that
basically
out. Like on the Platfight site, or
again
Multiversus?
providing the map needs to fit the the
'Cause that's probably where the rest of
gameplay
them are.
needs to
I'll
fit the
check that out.
tone, needs to fit the environment. It's all we wouldn't like make we wouldn't make the Candy Kingdom layout for something super serious, right?
Yeah.
Or something like really scary or anything like that. So it's very specific. The map features these rotating towers.
Yep.
That are really, really unique. There's nothing
See, I
quite
guess
like
that's why I
them,
don't care, because I just want plain
in
maps.
any other
I don't really
like
care about
stages
hazards and stuff.
in
I
our
do want
game.
them to look pretty, and they
And
do.
it's
They do a good job.
just really
especially on
exciting
the
to see stuff like
artistic
that.
level. But I just want
come
plain
through.
maps.
And there's ways for us
in any,
to
like,
disable
in
those
Smash,
things with
FD
hazards
was
off.
my
and,
favorite map.
we're making
Just
use
plain
of just
Jane.
every part of the buffalo on that.
I just want a platform
And
to fight people on. That's it.
what's your
I did
personal
like Hyrule
favorite
Castle
part
too,
of
was
that
a good
map
one.
to fight on?
That's like a party
you know,
map.
I like the we call it the belly. You know, that middle part is really where a lot of the fighting happens. But getting able to extend out of that into the sides, the top is extremely dangerous. And you know, we also have like a game mode that's coming for Wacky Weekend that will be online when the map ships, called Gumball Shower.
God, everybody's so
Gumball
mean.
Shower.
Yeah.
And that that has gumballs raining down, and we're really making use of the space of that map and just the
chat
kind of
here
epic
is
feel.
nuts.
Yeah, and so I guess my last question is that which map did you have the most fun working on so far?
That's a great question. I would say most fun would be
the Gremlin Cinema map goes hard. I do love the aesthetic one of that one, but I hate how short-sighted it is.
Working
I'm not a fan about, but that comes down to like the camera.
The most fun I've had
maps.
are on things that have not come out yet, unfortunately. Okay. But I would say of the things that have come out, that are in players' hands, Water Tower was really great to work on, especially in this new engine, because that was a stage that we had cooking way back in beta. But getting to work on that map has every bell and whistle in our kind of arsenal, right? So we actually worked on that very early on to get that in new engine, because it gave us all these awesome, programming, all these kind of like logical program logic stuff that we can use.
Yeah.
That we were able to use then on other maps, right? It was just like
also
games,
like that idea.
like huge
we can't
games
get a
working on
character
that
from one of our
stage,
favorite
so
shows.
that was a lot
it's
of
cool
fun.
that they pull the maps from all those shows.
And
they can't do the
thank you so much for
character, at least they do
taking the
world.
time out of your day to do this
really
interview,
cool.
Grant. I really appreciate it. I'm sure the players do as well. Learning
Wish I
how
could get some, like, Johnny Quest.
maps, I guess,
Like a Johnny
function and
Quest map
work
would be
in
cool,
platform
just a
fighters
throwback.
is something that's not often too
Flintstones.
done, I feel. So, actually just being able to hear your thought process and just seeing how the team all came together to bring these maps to reality is just beautiful. And I just wanted to thank you for that and all your hard work again.
Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure. It's been really this year has been awesome.
Yeah, shout out to the team.
Getting to work on all these different maps, different characters and properties, getting to touch all that stuff's been incredible.
Yeah, no,
It's an Easter
this
egg.
game is
The Animaniacs are on the way.
It's quite unique, and I think the power of crossovers
wish,
is
man.
not
That'd be
to
a
ever
cool,
be
like, triple threat
underestimated.
combo
And
team.
I think that's the thing we love the most about Multiverses. And with that, I'm gonna wrap that up and throw it right back to the studio.
Welcome back, everybody. And what an incredible breakdown again from Grant, as he this is somebody who has such an incredible mind for putting not only the layouts together, but also big shout outs to the map team as well, all the art team who put in a tremendous amount of hours to make sure that these that they all look as beautiful as they do. Can't really say enough. You feel like you're actually existing within the show,
I agree.
especially with the Candy Kingdom stages now going live. They're amazing. Love every bit of it. It's easily my new favorite maps in the game.
Definitely feel like that's a love letter to the series with that map, and that map is it's extremely fun. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's huge. You see it in the video, and you're like, "Oh, okay, this map's big." No. When you're actually playing on the map, it is humongous. And I think whether you've
116?
seen Adventure Time or you
That's
haven't,
nuts.
you'll get
I
on
saw
that
something on
stage
Reddit the other
and
day.
instantly
Somebody had a
feel the
Batman
magic
at like
of what the
100.
maps team and
That's
all of our
insane.
artists were
How
able
much
to
how
put
much
together.
gameplay
And
is
so,
that?
like Ajax said,
That's cracked.
big shout out to everybody over at the studio that collaborated in bringing that stage to life for the fans and for the players. But speaking of which, we actually have another interview with the person that brought you Marceline.
Oh,
So I
okay.
guess
We
we
are
should
talking
jump
to the
into
team
that.
design. Okay.
Yeah, let's bring it to life one more time with the person who was able to pull all of the madness together.
I would
that
prefer
is the
Pinky and the
Vampire
Brain,
Queen,
no shade
and take a
towards
look at the
Animaniacs, of
interview we
course.
had with
I'll put
Robert,
it in the
our
general
character
leak
designer.
Discord. Oh,
What's
okay. I'll have to
going on,
check that out then. The picture, yeah.
Welcome to this interview that I got to do today with our official
I do
combat
the
designer,
Pinky and the
or
Brain
rather,
map that's
one of
coming. I
our
like
official
that. That's
combat
cool.
designers,
That'd
Robert.
be a cool
How you
duo
doing,
team.
man?
I'd also be curious to see them
I'm
do the
doing good.
scale.
How you doing?
I'm
Imagine
doing
them making
excellent,
them
man.
really
So I
small.
want to jump right into it, right? Marceline is a very popular character. People have been
Maybe
waiting
Brain
for this
has like a
character for
shrink
so
ray
long.
device that,
So let's kind of
you know,
talk
like
about the
makes him
history
bigger or
of Marceline.
whatever. They
How
turn it
did
to
this
Wombo.
character come about for Multiverses?
Yeah. You know, she was one of our, like, we knew that we were going to do this kind of like this dual, sort of like dual darkness kind of characters for season 4, and we thought that Marceline would be like a great pairing with Raven. And you know, we have a few different, you know, Adventure Time characters.
I hope
already.
I'm not munching in the mic.
Like Finn and Jake and everyone. But like Marceline's always been like a fan favorite. Especially Tony is like a big Marceline fan. So we were super pumped to be able to get her.
I was thinking the same thing, Sally.
The game.
I'm like, wow, we're talking to 2 designers. How long is today's episode's going to be?
Time world to.
I just I want to see more meat.
Yeah, and I honestly,
but I do enjoy the lead designer.
A really good job with that. So I would like to also know, like, what iterations of Marceline did you take inspiration from? So I was like pretty much hyped.
I really want to know if, like, first thing on the board of creating a character is like you have to binge watch the whole show. Everybody on the team has to binge watch the show.
Getting to learn more about Marceline was really exciting for me too. But yeah, what iterations of Marceline did you take inspiration from?
Because even for a video or a project, I just before I start working on it, I just like
was told that
I get everything about it and just put it all in my face and start reading it. You know, I just start
pretty much over the course of
what's the word?
I mean, I'd already watched a lot of Adventure Time before.
I throw it all in my face, and then I start working on something. So I could only imagine.
Like as before I got like sat down to put
just like who on the team has an encyclopedia on Adventure Time?
Dig into everything Adventure Time throughout all of Marceline's history. And you know, she's changed a lot over the course of the show.
Actually, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
I wanted to capture.
She came out like a couple weeks ago.
Her design. I want to capture who she was, kind of at every aspect. So, you know, in the beginning, we wanted to focus a lot on the music side of her, which she shows in most of her early episodes. Where she performs like a bunch of different like fan favorite songs and things. But I think probably the earliest moment
the music
that I took was actually in her first episode.
That is really cool.
Where she's at first like Finn and her are like fighting, and she's in her bat form. And she kind of picks up Finn and does like gives him a spank and launches him across the cave. And I was like, that's got to be a move. Like she has to be able to transform into her bat. And like so big
people
big
talking about Marvel Rivals in the chat. Anybody else playing? I played a couple rounds. I haven't really fully dove into it.
But she's got this duality of like, you know, she's got all of her like vampire powers, her combat powers and things, but she's also, like I said, she's got like this whole musical side to her. And we knew that we wanted to kind of balance both, because they definitely balance both in the show, where they show her being this like crazy powerful force, but they also just show her being like a punk rocker and everything. And to sort of fit that duality, I wanted to do like that's kind of where some of the stance swapping stuff came from, where it was like, okay, I want you to be able to fight and still play music at the same time. So that was more so from probably the biggest moment for that for me was like the song "I'm Just Your Problem." It's probably my favorite of her songs. She's got a whole bunch of songs on the show. But that sound and that tone really captured, I think, a lot of who she was, both in terms of like, you know,
someone
her
saying
soul, but
points
also
are broken?
like it becomes like a more aggressive and more emotional song throughout. And I was like, yeah, she's got to have like a lot of musical influence to her character. And then the vampire arc probably is where you see her fighting the most often. So that's where she got her like stake throws and her different stake attacks, like her neutral ground where she kind of like can like
I love the stake
charge up and like dash through targets and stuff. Like that was all like inspired by she does that in the vampire arc, where she sort of dashes through a whole bunch of vampires. And even the perks are all somewhat inspired by the different sort of big bads that she fights. Like the Empress perk is where she gets her invisibility powers because she takes down that vampire that can turn
4:30 a.m. Perf, thank you so much for swinging by. Have a good night.
Came from, you know, one of the other vampires can control wind. So that's sort of like the wind tunnels came from.
Have you heard?
Which one of those
we really, I
perks do you
think,
think
hit
would
the shop
benefit
tab
her
crash
the
in the
most
game?
out of
Yeah, I
curiosity?
did see that in the last patch notes. I was sick for a week there, so I really haven't really played much Multiversus, but I did see that in
her
the patch
primary
notes.
perks,
Is it
like
still
her
doing it?
signature perks, really offer a big variety.
I did see people
in
saying that.
play style. I think. Personally,
Oh wait, sorry.
I think
Usually
the
fixes
wind tunnels
mid-season
offer the
damage,
most
getting
like
event
interesting
pieces
stuff.
spent.
Yeah.
I should they
This
all
is
offer interesting
PS4
options,
issue.
but like
Yeah,
the wind
that's why I did
tunnels
read.
really
I guess they haven't
affect
fixed
the
it.
map
In the last patch
most, like
notes,
the
it did say
stage.
tried to
Uh-huh.
or they
So
fixed an
you
issue on
can
PS4
really set up
specifically.
some
Yeah.
unique and interesting.
But I guess maybe it's not fully fixed.
Like combos and things. If you can
That's a
kind of
shame.
catch
Hopefully,
someone
yeah.
in a wind
Hopefully
tunnel, 'cause
tomorrow
these things are like
it has a better
moving
fix.
other players around.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
even,
sorry to
like,
turn it
slowing
down.
their
I was
falling.
even
So I've
curious
seen
if we're
people,
actually
like,
going to get a full-on
line
patch
up
because
a
we got a
vertical
patch on
wind
the
tunnel
10th,
that's, like
and that came with like a bunch of
floating
like
the enemy,
arcade
like,
changes
just
with
enough
that
you can catch
that
them again
change that I
when they
just
come
said
out
before
combo,
about the PS4
like
issue.
that. But you can also mess with people
They
up,
had a
like,
few other changes
you know,
too, but
you
I'm
can,
curious if we're even going to
make it
get
harder
patched
for them to
tomorrow
get
or if
back
that
on
was the
stage, or you
patch.
can
You
kinda
know,
help your ally even,
I'm curious.
you know, by speeding
We're gonna have
their
to wait and find out.
trajectory when they're
Or
with
if
the horizontal
I doubt it,
tunnels.
but
So it just
if they're
offers like so
clarify on
much
here at all.
variety for someone who's like really creative with it.
Remember they said no more
And
skins
you know,
left
yeah,
behind
like I
rifts
mean, I love all her perks.
since Smith
So
for
I think
season
any
one.
of
Yeah,
those
now the
would be-
Jason one. I think
would
that's
really good.
interesting. I figured they did that to
But
try and get some
yeah, and then
more
when it comes
engagement out of
to,
us.
you know,
Because I've been saying that for months.
she
Rifts
is
needs better rewards
a
of
pretty
some
heavy
form.
hitter. So anything that can kind of let her damage
It needs a
snowball
reason
would be
for you
like
to
a
do
solid
rifts besides the
And
like
it
the
seems
event
like
they throw
well, I
tagged
mean,
along
I'm sure the
with it.
players are seeing
It
how
needs
unique of a
something.
character Marceline
Needs
is
a purpose
from what you're saying.
to do
But
every tier.
how did you end up choosing her class during her design?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that that one, I think that one was changing up even like down to the wire. We kept going
Oh,
back
okay.
and forth.
Yeah, hear
Is
that?
she an assassin? Is she a bruiser? Like,
Assassin?
I think even tuning wise, she kind of fit both roles like multiple
Yeah.
times.
I guess because
throughout-
she's fast.
throughout her design, where
Never mind. I'm over here
it was-
juggling
'cause
tank.
Mostly
They're
because it was-
juggling
it was,
assassin bruiser.
tricky to strike that balance
Nuts,
between
man.
like we wanted her when you like transform to
Oh,
a
they
bat
fixed it for now.
into,
Okay, good.
like the elbow drop, or like I kind of call it like like
But
the
yeah, I think
people's
it was
elbow,
PS4
That
like
move,
the
that move is
wrestling.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a big like dramatic heavy hitting attack, but so it's like okay, that kind of fits more of like a bruiser thing, but it's like when you
Funny
look at her
even
in the
mention
show
season one
and
like
she's
that
just,
because that's
like,
the vibes
so,
I got when I saw
like
a
when she's
Jason
fighting
skin as
just
the
as
reward. I
herself,
was like, what
she's
is this
so
season
incredibly fast. You know, she's like got like super speed. She can kind of fly. Like she can do all these kind of cool things. We're like, all right, like maybe we can lean more into that side of her kit, and like so she's got like the air stake throw attack, which is like a
Yeah, and she's got
super
projectiles. She's got the
powerful
whole
like
thing.
zoning
The whole
tool, and
package.
it's something that you really need the movement speed to follow up on, and like quick attacks to follow. So for a little while we were just leaning into all the kind of like faster aspects of her kit, and she felt a lot more
Yeah, some of the hot
like an
fixes have been
assassin,
kind of slower in general.
but it also
That's why it
made
also
her
gets me a
feel
little
like a lot
shaky with
more
thinking of the
like
future of the
aggressive to fight
game.
against.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it also meant that her bat
ended up
moves
going
were
back
similarly
on this
sped up quite a bit.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I'm
think
getting used to that Ninja. Not gonna lie. I'm
ultimately
still waiting for
Bruiser
my
felt
season
like
3 event currency.
right
They
place
lied
to
about
be.
that in the last or into the
So
verse. They said
we'll
all
see-
event
we'll
currency
see
was
where
going to
people,
turn into
you know,
prestige points.
We'll see how people feel about it when she's out.
I'm
there
missing like
out in the wild.
60k prestige points.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like
I fought with
I always
WB
kinda felt like she was
support.
kind of a
I get
hybrid.
nothing. I get a new
She
bot
has,
every
like,
time they
assassin-like
respond to me
qualities,
with a
and then she
stupid
has some
name.
bruiser-like qualities.
I'm
and I
done
feel like
fighting
there are
with
a
them.
couple
That's why I'm
characters
also
like that,
negative
not
right
just
now at the
Marceline,
point.
So it's very interesting
burning
to
me.
hear, what
But I
goes
guess
behind that.
kind of like what
especially
Sally
leading up
said,
to
I'm not much of a
characters pretty much,
spender, so I guess they don't
reaching
care
the
about me.
finish line. But when it comes to, I want to say more about some design considerations for Marceline. Like, what do you think she offers to a potential duo partner? Like, what kind of character do you think she works with best?
Yeah. So Marceline, she is really good at like closing distances, and like she takes up like a lot of her moves take up like a lot of space on the stage.
Horizontally,
And she
I
can
can
really
see that she is a
she
very
has a lot of
zippy
safe
and
options for getting
gonna
in
be
people's
annoying.
spaces, whether it's in the air
a lot
or
of short
ground.
jumps. It's kind of almost like
So
they
even
made
though
the
she's
short jump in the
even
game
though
for
she's like a
her.
bruiser, and she's not like the
Her kit
definitely not
is
like a heavyweight
very
character. Like so, it can feel a
reliant
little risky to dive in sometimes.
on
But
canceling.
she has like a lot of
attack
like big
canceling
disjointed
jumping.
hitboxes and things. She's got a lot of big, like heavy, powerful moves as well as some speed speak to her. So
Zippy.
characters that would really, I think,
Zippity doo
follow up well with her would be like, I mean, obviously anyone that's kind of ranged
Yeah,
in
they owe me a
background. So
crap
like,
ton. That's why I stopped fighting
Rick
with them. I was like,
or,
whatever, man.
like, you know, Marvin or something, like anyone that can kind of take advantage of that.
It's probably because when they told people that, they started actually
Velma,
grinding the
of course,
currency, and they're like, crap,
is
we
always
can't
like a
hand
good
out all this
option for that
prestige
as well.
currency.
So like any kind of person that can
They
kind of
better
take
add
up
something to the
space in
prestige
the
shop. If
background,
they're
but
cutting
also,
like the
you know,
seasons
so
in
there's
half,
some
we have to
surprisingly
get
good combos
everything.
with, like if you really want to double down and have someone else who can kind of take advantage, like if you take, for example, like her wind tunnels perk or something, and like you're enabling your ally to really move across the stage more quickly, you can do some real scary stuff with like, you know, making a
Also good
super
points,
fast
Alec.
Jason or something on the ground. Like
I mean, I
characters
got
who
my bet.
normally
Yeah, I haven't really paid
might have some
anything,
trouble
and I was really
crossing the
turned
stage,
off
like
from
she
getting
can
the
really
Foghorn
enable
Leghorn
some kind of dangerous
announcer
combos
pack.
there.
I was gonna get
But
that,
I think probably the
but
easier
there's too
play
many
style is
factors
like
that told me no, so I'm not doing
offerings,
it.
like someone with like a
Not
more
wasting
range,
it.
like a mage support kind of thing, or like you know, Rick or something like that would also be really great with her. You can do some cool stuff with you know, grabbing fighters with her sort of forward air special and like throwing them portals and stuff. So like that's how I personally like to go on duos with her, is like I'll be kind of the front line creating space.
That's
and kind of
insane.
tossing characters
That's
around.
like a full-time job. That's like Multiversus
You know,
is
have
your
a
full-time
range,
job.
a more range.
7,000 wins
kind of
boosted.
sniping them background.
Got it. And then last question, man. What type of player would most enjoy playing as Marceline?
Yeah. So I think for Marceline, you know, a lot of my main
I'm not
kind
gonna
of
lie, I think I'd have to go
design goals with her,
Foghorn.
I think
I've
was
always
that I want
imagined
her
the
to
kit in my
have
head.
like a lot
And
of
I want to see like
depth
the
to her kit,
shut up slap.
but
Maybe not voiceless, but at least like flying like
have
the
that
old sound
depth
effects from
be
the old
more
cartoon. That would be
felt
nostalgic
than
too.
something you need
Like
to
even with the
like
noise
study
grain
her
on it,
movements kind
if
of
it
thing.
sounds aged,
So
like if it's
she
got
doesn't
some age
have
to it.
like she doesn't have like a ton of
Just
like
shut up. I can
complicated
imagine like a big
cooldowns or
tank
moves that
slap.
are sort of
Like maybe
difficult to
stomps a couple
understand,
times
like
and
when you're
kind of
like
like
reading
the
them or trying to
Jason
understand what they
axe
do, or
when he's
like
like,
or different buffs and things. But mechanically, because she's like a stance
I can imagine a
character,
Foghorn kit
she
in my head.
has some of that innate like difficulty to like, you have a whole new set of moves basically. So you have a new set of like three more normal attacks and 3 more specials that you could perform at any time. And learning how to flow between those two stances will take some practice for sure. But you know, Marceline, you know, in the show, she's also pretty gung-ho. She doesn't think through all her plans even. So I really feel like she's a character that you're not gonna, if you don't want to memorize like
I
a
gotta get
bunch
my
of
phone
different
charger. Give me one
projectiles
sec.
or a bunch of different statuses or managing on cooldown and off cooldown kind of moves, but you still want to have that same level of like complexity towards feeling her kit and kind of understanding all of it, like learning all the different kind of combos that you can kind of figure out with her. That's the kind of player I think that would really enjoy Marceline. Like you can hop in and have a great without needing to go that deep into her kit, but you can keep digging for more. Like you can, there's a lot of expression that you can kind of get out of her kit, and that's one of the aspects that I really like about her. How she ended up.
Yeah, for sure. I think you did a good job, Robert. I think the team did a good job bringing her to life as well. She's an incredibly unique character.
I mean, that was a
Personally,
mouthful,
my
and I
favorite
really
thing
tuned
about
out.
her is
But
her stance.
the character
I
looks
love the
great.
music,
I love what you
like,
guys
the
do.
music
Good job.
aspect of it. I think that's super sick, and I'm really excited for this character getting to the players' hands really soon. And so, good job, and thank you so much for doing this interview. I greatly appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for having me. Yeah, excited to see what people.
Yep. And this is your community manager and the cat signing off. Gonna throw it back to
All
the
right,
studio.
can we get into the
Thanks
meat
for
of it,
watching.
please? Please, pretty please.
All right, thank you so much, Robert, for taking not only the time to do the interview, but also as much time as you did, along with the team, to invent.
Oh shoot!
And look deep into her kit, because this is not only a fan favorite, but a character with a lot of potential for different ways to play. And I think that Robert and the team really nailed it on covering basically every aspect they could of a Marceline going into the launch for the character. But now, of course,
Yeah, I still gotta
we
check the
have
Discord,
a
Ninja.
few
I'm gonna have to
updates
look
that
at
I'm gonna
that.
have to go over as well, because we've pretty much gone over everything with Marceline. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the updates and things that will be coming
Yes,
with
please.
4.5 throughout the 4.5 patch. So first thing, of course, just short notice to anybody who doesn't know about the recent arena changes. There have been recent arena changes that have not only sped up the match times, we were aiming to bring it down from, say, about 30 minutes or so average per full game completed to around 15 to 20 is where we're trying to aim for. So the time frame to
I was alright with the
for one,
time.
you get more coins overall. You only need to upgrade one
So that's
time to
probably the
get from a
shining star
common
of Season
to
4
the
so
next
far. I
level,
love
or
arcade
the
mode.
first
It's
level
really
to the
fun.
next, and
It's a
I
good
believe
idea.
it's 3 as well, from 2 to 3.
But it
So we
also
wanted
kind
to
of strays
speed
the
that
game
up,
away from
allow people to
competitive,
get
you know?
more access to unique ways to play and get your items upgraded sooner. And then beyond that, of course, there is the Festiversus Vampire Invasion, which is Marceline's Rift that will be starting up tomorrow. That'll be the first Rift that'll be appearing within Season 4.5, and you'll be able to see that as it goes live tomorrow. But there's also another Rift, a unique styled Rift that will be joining Multiverses, which is called the Rogue Rifts. So the Rogue Rifts are a different way to play. You will be able to each individual round obtain a power up, and you get 5 attempts per day. And if you complete higher difficulties, as you can see on the bottom right there, you get a greater chance to unlock the new elusive variant for the abominable Jason skin.
It's
which you see right
percentage
here.
drops.
So
I'm
you start off each
sorry.
round. You can pick which power up you'd like to use, and that power up will carry
Oh
through you
my
throughout.
god,
Now, the health
dude.
does carry over between individual rounds as well, as you're live. So you see you have 5
Yeah,
lives
there's
up there,
always
and
some
that is
kind
what
of
you'll have
hitch.
for
I
that
swear.
if you happen to run out, then you will not. You'll have to continue.
Oh my
with
god,
a
the
reset,
reward's a loot
or
box. Come
potential
on,
tokens you may
dude.
have.
Come
But
on.
right now, you will be
I'm
able to
crying
use
right
this
now.
to
That's
continue to
funny.
level up your character and
Oh,
have a fun way
Jesus.
to unlock the
Sally,
new
exactly,
variant
for fuck's
here with the
sake.
Jason skin. This will be beginning later on in the season, so keep an eye out for when this one goes live. But we're really excited to introduce
Hold
this
on.
because it's a brand new look at
Did they
Rifts,
turn
as
off
well
chat?
as
Chat's not zooming for some. I
some
quit this
awards
game.
attached to Rifts in a new way.
Oh
And it's not just
man,
the skin, of
dude.
course, as you can see those treasure chests. You
I
can
was
get other
excited. I'm not
individual
gonna lie,
items
because
such
when
as
I saw it
currencies and
pop up
stuff
in the
as well.
game,
So
I thought it was
again,
gonna be
keep
a
an eye out for
whole
that. Best
set
luck
of
to everybody to
rifts,
get
like
that
the
new
last
skin.
rift, like the
I'm pretty
boss on the
interested in
last
seeing
rift
who
was really
completes
fun.
the hardest difficulty first.
Oh,
Loot box
you
lawsuit.
already know
Yeah.
people are going to be racing the chase after the first
Dude,
one.
I can't.
really
I
want
can't.
that skin. Shout out to our team for
Badly,
absolutely killing
yes.
it.
Oh, I'm crying
And
because it's
then
so
that will
funny.
be the other ones
It's
that some
bad
of you are
though.
seeing
Everybody's
will be
raging.
attached to some of the
That's what I
events,
was
which
looking
we'll go
for.
into in a little bit. And then just
A
a
good
quick
idea ruined
review
with
of last Tuesday, because reminder,
some kind
last
of
Tuesday
tactic.
was the official 4.5
And I get it. They want
patch
people to play it
launch, so we
multiple
did have
times
some
and not
updates
just
go
one
in
and
that
done, be
some
done
people
with
might
it.
not have seen yet. We had a little video that showcased
But you
all
saw
of that.
0.6,
That went
1%
live on,
drop
socials
rates.
last Tuesday.
Oh
So
god, dude, what is this?
one of the main things that did get updated was
And I missed it. I was too
training
busy
mode. The
laughing,
lab
but I
did
think
get
they
an
said once a
overhaul change,
day.
not just with the lab UI, but also a lot of bot settings as well.
Yep. And so we wanted to make the training experience a lot more grander. And so we added just a lot of different ways to change the settings, of course, to manipulate DI if you need to. You have your combo counter still. You have better ways and faster ways to pretty much up the damage on all the fighters, set which fighters you want to be into the lab. We have changes to KBI. And so essentially, we just wanted to make it so that whether you want to casually just, try to create combos or, be expressive in your combat, you have the
so
tools
just like
to do
glazed
so.
over
And so
right
there
now.
are a lot of options this
insane.
time around in the lab. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have gotten really familiar with it as it's been out. But again, for
The
those
light
that
skin for
don't
season
know,
1.
you do have a much grander lab available to you now to be able to practice. So please take advantage of that and use that just as much as you want, really.
Yeah, and we made note of all the fact that we're consistently looking to
Dude, I
update that,
just
so
can't
keep an
with
eye out
that,
for
man.
potential future updates, maybe even further to it.
And I'm not even
down
kidding.
the
That's not
line.
an exaggeration
Really
at this point.
excited
It
with how
really
that
is.
turned
Like
out,
when we
and
see
already seeing a
something,
lot of
we're
people
just like,
using new ways
yeah, this
to
could be
practice
cool.
certain
And then there's always
situations
that
you
one
couldn't
thing that
before,
just
so we're glad to see that
tanks
has
it.
provided
Like, why'd you
an
guys put
improved
that in there?
experience. There's also, of course, custom game modes that you have access to within the custom games menu, so you could play
Yo,
any of the
AJ,
wacky mode.
you like volleyball?
Oh yeah.
Someone
The
said,
volleyball
"Show us
mode is
anything."
phenomenal.
I'm begging you.
Talk to you real quick, man.
Uh-huh.
We got to run it, all right? We can either team up or we could fight each other. I'm not going to put anybody on blast, but there was someone, I was bodying them in volleyball the other night.
People are not happy.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I want to keep playing volleyball. I'm addicted. But yes, in custom games, you now have access to all of these different modes that you're able to play in Wacky Weekend. So please have a blast in all of those with your friends. I feel like
no one cares about volleyball.
More serious than actual 1v1 combat.
That's what
I'm
someone
not
said.
gonna lie.
The chat's the best part.
It's been fun watching it. I've already seen a couple people put together some specific volleyball brackets, and there's also, of course, the giant mode and all that other stuff that you get to play. So a lot of people were asking.
Notice how they breezed past that too. They knew people weren't going to be happy
at any given point in time.
Oh, here's that rift. I'll get it. I'm move on
to custom games, which of course there are also new Wacky Weekend modes that have been added, and some that will be
I agree, Ninja.
Improved and added down the line. Which of course some of y'all saw the Target Rush video that we had.
But they know they have to breeze past it. That's why that was pretty quick.
And then for in-game events, we have two that will be upcoming. There's the Multiversus Vampire Invasion, which is attached to the Rift, and then the Frosty Fray, which you can see right here. This one will allow you to get access to not only the Polar Vortex skins, which you can see attached to Stripe there, those unique shaders that have all of the snowflakes falling, but you can also get access to some of you have seen the Smith skin, that Arctic Armor Nubia skin, and a little bit more. So keep an eye out as you go ahead and unlock those. Those will begin.
I'm not gonna lie, I just noticed that. I just did a whole video on this last night, and I just now noticed that the thing they're poking out of is the Iron Giant's head.
And then
I didn't even see that.
To all the individual skins, which you can see right here, as well as get some bundles along for them as well. These are some of my favorites.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Jason wants my favorite.
So that's too funny.
In the Rogue Rift.
I'm not the only one. I'm so glad.
That one is so fire. Or
it's like they backed up the image, and I'm like, I was staring at that thing all night, and I didn't even see that.
The holidays right around the corner. You can see the Joker skin.
Oh man,
you've already seen the Harley skin and a few
Those
others.
Skins are trash, bro. The same characters.
The ugly sweaters. I'm so upset.
Oh, look at the cat.
I
They put cats in the.
I was gonna ask everybody, what's your favorite ugly sweater to wear? I have one with a T-Rex.
I've seen that banner with the leaves and stuff, but they didn't have the cats in it before. That's cool.
Like
they put
all
the cats
you
in
could
it.
ask for behind it, and I cannot find
Hopefully
it
they
anywhere.
blink.
I'm really upset that I don't know where it is, but I wanted to showcase that on here.
Yeah, I like the cardigan.
But,
the Joker
that's,
cardigan's
of course,
pretty dope.
Oh, and then as well,
Like it's not much of a
the
change to his skin, but I like
sun
it.
hat
I'm just
bundle,
I'm a
which we'll be
sucker
able to
for
get
festive
alongside
outfits. I really
Marceline
am.
as
I
she
like the
drops,
Harley
which
too.
will
That
be
was cool. The
dropping
elf.
tomorrow, and then of course, not only you'll be able to get the bundles, but you'll be able to unlock her via Fighter Road and Fighter
just
Currency.
show us the
on
battle
20th.
pass. Nobody
So
cares
keep
about
an
your
eye out
bundles.
for that, and make sure you go ahead and get
I shouldn't say
Marceline right
nobody.
away.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't say nobody.
And then one of the final things that is updated, of course, that we have the second battle pass of the season, which is Marceline's battle pass. Which you will be able to get the distant lands Marceline.
Oh, cool! I
If you
get
look
that
in the
early.
trailer, there is the
Batman
unique
package.
look to the bat form as well that's in there.
Oh, the Christmas rewards are even on the
This is
battle
another
pass. They're not in the
45 tier
event.
battle pass that will
Interesting.
be spread across.
It's probably because they don't have much
season,
to put in here.
Oh, excuse me. This one, of course, being one of my new favorite emotes.
That emote is so good.
The enthusiasm.
And, I believe that is everything that we were going over.
But also look at the like the Christmas theme of the whole
we'll take a look at the
UI up top. I like that. It's gonna be like
course,
Halloween again.
You got BMO.
It's gonna be snowing in Multiverses.
Like you have to claim BMO. Like BMO is the best. I love BMO. But there is
okay.
also,
At least we'll get
an
the Unicorn
update
Rain
that,
Dog. Not that I play him that
we have
much,
brought
but
to the Fighter Road as
I
well.
thought that was gonna be a
Go ahead and switch
bundle.
over to that. So the Fighter Road had multiple tiers where you could choose a few different characters along the way. So we have now set it to where every single individual tier you can choose between the groupings of 3 rather than waiting.
Okay, that's a
each
minor
one.
improvement.
This one went live
now
actually as
there
of
is
last Tuesday. Some of you already saw it, but we
the
wanted
choice
to bring
is
this
there,
update
and now
to
it's
everybody who
every
doesn't know.
tier.
You could go and look through each individual tier,
But it's still by
and you can
threes.
pick up to the 3 individual characters along the way, so you have a little bit more freedom to choose who you want to choose along the way. And we wanted to make clear of that, since that did go in last Tuesday, but a couple people weren't aware of that.
And I think they switched up the order because Batman was like the
so,
second
moving
unlockable
on,
in mine.
We
when I
actually want
started
to
a
talk
fresh
about combat
character.
a
Now
little
he's
bit.
like the
So,
6th.
shields have been introduced into every cube so far, right?
But
so
they barely
with that
went
being
through the
said,
battle
We
pass.
did talk about in the past how with the introduction of
Are you
shields,
guys
we'd like
serious?
to speed certain things up. Now today we won't be revealing
What is this, like
exactly will
ADD
be
day?
sped up. However,
We spent like
will
10
assure
hours
you that
talking
we
to
will be
Tex.
looking into different ways.
They
to
showed 2
speed
pages
up
of the battle
combat.
pass.
There's a
Was
lot
that
of
it?
different ways that you can do that.
Yo, tell me
And
the
so,
battle pass
we know
reward like
players
that
want
was
the
it.
game to be even
And it was
faster.
Rain Dog
We also like
Unicorn.
fast combat. And so again,
That's
we will
wild.
be exploring a multitude
Unless
of
he
ways
forgot
to
that he
enhance
just
the
cut it
combat
off
in
midway.
terms
I
of
didn't.
speed. And any other little things that we can
Nuts.
tweak to make it feel a lot more aggressive and expressive. Both are
Yeah.
very, very important.
Yeah, that also, not just in tunes to some things, but also could be focused on some of the defensive tactics that people take as well.
Yep.
So, and we've already referenced things such as hit pause, which have been brought up before. So keep an eye out for some of the things that will be coming in the upcoming season.
Yeah, the
but
people saying share the pass,
those
and
will
someone
be,
said I think that pass ends
those will be some
there.
things we're looking into. Of course,
And
4.5
that
last
did
Tuesday was
not
the
look
balance
like
patch. There will be a couple of bug fixes
full
as well as a
pass.
few things tuned towards some of
Isn't this supposed to be
the
45?
things that we
Hold
discovered
on, we
over
gotta
the
go
last
back.
week. They'll be going live on Tuesday, but it is not.
Sorry.
We'd like to speed.
I want to go back just to see
make
it.
last Tuesday.
Yeah, that wasn't. The Rain Dog's only 20. So what don't they want to show us? They stopped at 20. It's supposed to be 45.
That, and we're excited to see what people have been pulling off
Did
already.
he forget he cut off
in
midway?
recent tournaments, which we'll talk a little bit about what happened last over the weekend, which was a lot of fun.
Very excited.
What the heck,
But
dude?
it was really good, and we also
Yeah, the stream
have,
feels rushed. I agree.
of course,
But that's because they took
recently
10
some
hours
people already
talking to
found out,
Tex.
the Multiversus Soundtrack Volume 2 has gone live, which you could use this to go right
And
now. You
like
can
they
actually
could be using
stream
this
the
time. Do you
music,
guys really
right
care
with
about
this
the
QR
QR
You can
code
also
for the
find it, I believe, on
soundtrack?
Spotify. And I've
And no
already
offense to anybody who
seen quite a
does,
few
but I mean
people
like
already posting
priorities
about it.
here.
We're
Come
really
on.
excited to finally have this live for everybody, going starting now, or starting 2 days ago, one or the other. But it's
Let
we're
everybody
glad
else
to have
show the
this live
pass,
for
show
you.
the pass, show the pass. I don't think they realized they cut it off halfway through. Yeah, look, now he's reading
And
the
then,
chat.
of course, let's see here. So, and then if you haven't already
Or not.
claimed the Twitch drops, which have been going on over the past week,
Stem
those
NDAs.
are the Plat Fight Championship Twitch drops.
Yeah, it's
which
probably another
you might have
Velma
already
scheme. Not
seen,
wrong.
throughout earlier in the week,
I
but
don't
also they
doubt
go
it at
till
all.
the
Why are we
20th.
getting so excited?
Speaking of Plat Fight Championships, I gave a quick shout out to everybody who was there this past weekend. Got to meet a lot of people, had a lot of fun. Getting
I
to
know
talk
they
to
have the chat
everyone,
in
and
front
there's
of
a big
them. I
grouping
know
of
they
them right
do.
there. The competition was phenomenal.
They've addressed things in the
Everybody
past
showed
when
up
people
and
freaked
really
out.
put in
So
a
I
lot
don't know
of
why they're not
effort,
reading it now and being
both
like, oh yeah,
1v1s,
sorry guys.
2v2s, cleared
I
house
just can't
by
help.
FBZ.
Obviously,
tied
my
along
human
with,
lizard
Jungle
brain
Bear
goes to like
for the
something that
2v2s.
they're trying
But
to hide. But what
thank
could they
you
hide
for
on a
everybody
battle
who
pass?
not only came out, but also
It's
just
like watch it
talked,
gives 400
got some
clean
cards,
or
had some
something.
fun, and put on an incredible performance.
Yeah.
For the tournament that we saw last
Spent more
weekend.
time on
It
the
looked
stuff unneeded.
super duper fun. It was very exciting to actually see people offline interacting and just the magic of
Yeah,
what
everyone's
offline
asking, show the
tournaments
rest of the
bring
pass. They have to see this chat.
multiverses or just to fighting games in general. So, yeah, thank you everybody for attending the event. Thank you to all the staff at Platfight for putting it together. I wish I could have been there.
And I'm
but
sorry, what
maybe
kind of
next
time
time,
constraint
right?
do you have? What do you have to do
Ajax,
after this?
Good job over there.
Yeah, thank you. And again,
Develop
gotta
the
make sure we
game.
get all of us in
Haha.
the building. So make sure you get out there for any future events maybe we decide to attend. But
I gotta get my stream deck out.
was
I need a rim shot.
floored by the competition and how much fun it was. And I can't say enough how joyful it is to have everybody in person and get to know each other and get to really go through everything. And also, I do see people talking about it. Oh, we didn't finish the rest of Battle Pass. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go back to Battle Pass. I do see you talking about it. So
Right when I
pick it up,
started to type my own thing. Look at
replay
this.
through it.
Yeah, come on.
But again, this Battle Pass is where you'll be getting the Distant Lands
Jesus.
Marceline skin, which you'll be getting it right off the bat.
That too. I asked for less
And,
filler in battle passes.
The
Now they're just
Polar
sticking event
Vortex
skins
Iron
in battle
Giant
passes.
skin.
So
I
you
believe
get the
we
Iron
also saw
Giant
the
one
Rain
there.
Dog, Unicorn Dog skin that we showcased recently.
And the Scaredy Cat emote. Yes, sir.
It's like,
Yeah,
what was
that's
the
a
thinking
must.
in that?
Like
He had to do
that
damage
one's an
control and
absolute
explain
must for
Fighter
me.
Road
Like,
real
it's
quick.
automatic equip. And then my new profile pic that will be
BMO?
attached. Yep, BMO.
Yep.
That one is a given.
Okay, deja vu.
And probably my new favorite sticker to join the game.
I do like the
we
Matrix
showcase
ring
in a
out.
second too.
That's
is
gonna be cool.
the Batman, the Batman Gingerbread Man sticker, because it's slowly built and then bitten through. Of course, it's one of my personal favorites.
Not like we needed them to present it, right?
Exactly.
That's why part of me feels
I
bad
wanna
when
know
I
how many
do my
rain
leak
dog memes we
videos
need
and I
for
kind of
skin.
take the wind
This
out of
skin is
this.
so
How
good.
many?
This
But at
skin
the
is
same time, I
so
kind of hate the
good.
Yeah, how
presentation
many? You
of
mean
these
all of them?
streams, so
I
that's
think
also why I don't mind
there'll
doing
be
it.
a few who still have like maybe the Chef Rain Dog skin or something like that. My personal favorite is the Mummy one, and then of course there is a
Player
few new
cards. Yeah, it's all event
banners.
rewards,
A brand new
essentially.
ring
They're
out, which
putting
this one is
event
also really
rewards in the
good.
Battle
It's
Pass
the
now instead
Treasure
of just
Rabbit.
giving us
Bunch of
actual
money just popping
rewards.
out. Figure it'd
Because
be the
right
hat,
there,
but
there's
no,
2
it would
player
be
cards
the
from
treasure
the
chest, and
polar
then
event.
the
Juice
ugly
at the
sweater
end.
Beetlejuice.
Ugly
or,
sweater Beetlejuice.
with like the having the sandworm pop out from his chest is just it's just so
Ooh, the
good.
Aku, I like
I
that.
can't
Yeah,
really
yo, that
describe it
that's
any
The
better.
Aku player
I'm not gonna lie. I was
bubbles.
wondering what was going on.
Ah, here you go.
Then a
Stripe
brand new
emote.
emote for Stripe along
Get
the
to
way
eat
as
some
well.
meat.
So make sure you go ahead and get the Battle
Ooh, the
Pass
Samurai
4.5
Jack
completed.
ring out.
As
I
we go
like
ahead and wrap up
that.
the last video
Yeah,
here.
that one goes hard. Look at
Big
this.
fan
It's like the
of
episode.
the Distant Lands Marceline skin. It's one of my personal favorites.
And then some Marceline
in
stuff.
the
It
game.
really is like the whole
I have
theme.
to get that Beetlejuice skin. It's a must. And then of course
So there's
the
no
Rain Dog,
skin on the end page
the
like there
Unicorn
was
Dog skin.
Taz?
It's too good. So
What
there we
is
go.
that? I
Got to
don't know,
finish the
man.
rest
What
of it.
is this
Sorry, did
Battle
not mean
Pass?
to close it out
Very
earlier.
interesting.
That was on me. I was going to the update. I was looking a little bit earlier. But
I saw some things I do like. I'm not gonna
this is now that time
knock the whole
where
thing,
we
but
take a little dive into the community art. We always, of course,
I'm
reach
working on
out
a
to
video
everybody,
for just to talk about the
for
Battle
community
Pass in
art. And
general,
for
just some
anybody that's asking, remember,
ideas.
this is a
I've been
4.5
holding
pass,
off on
so
it because
there
they
is
keep
not a precision
changing
store
it, but I
update.
think it's finally time to talk about it, especially
Well,
with
yeah,
seeing
Marceline
the
is the
final
theme,
part of this
so we're gonna see a lot of
two-parter
great
Battle
Marceline
Pass
skins. This one
thing.
coming from
Look, it's art
Alfred
time.
Manza.
Just want to say, guys,
Just
like the
turn 'em
art
down.
that you produce makes
That too, we're
people
gonna spend all
that
this
maybe
time
have
on
not
art.
seen these
They
shows want to actually
they
check
need
them
to
out.
structure
You
things
guys do an
better.
amazing job. This is
Yeah, I
truly
like
the
some things on
highlight
the
of
Battle
stream
Pass,
for
I'm
me
not gonna
personally.
lie. But like I said, it's almost like if you look at the Battle Pass from 1 to 3,
Is that us on the wall?
we got random stuff.
Oh my god,
And
it is.
surprisingly,
Yo,
there was
what
no
the heck?
Velma skin on there. I will say that.
Yeah,
That it was
what? I didn't
shocking.
notice that.
It'd be funny if Velma was on the last
I
page
see
and they
the
just took it out because they hear us.
also
But I'm just,
I even,
they're not
okay,
putting random
all right.
things in the Battle Pass
I
now.
wasn't
Now they're
prepared for that.
catered
Also,
to the
Jason,
events.
invite Jason in. Okay, all right, let's move on to the
So I
next
guess
one.
that was their way of,
I'm like,
because people used to
what's
complain
right
that
now?
they
We
can't
got
get
Stick
an
With
event
the
skin
Marceline
by
Ugly
the time the
Sweater.
event's over, so it
Shout
just
out
kind of
to
felt
Stick With
counterproductive.
for being
So now I
pretty
guess
much
their
from,
their answer
like,
to that was
the
putting the
start all
event
the way up to
skins
now. I think this is one of the
in the
few
actual
times
battle
we get to see
pass,
some
but I
art,
don't.
up on the stream. So
I didn't
shout outs,
personally want
for
that. I
putting
guess
in.
I don't know. It's a sticky subject. I didn't want that because
Oh,
I'd
this
rather
one's,
just
like,
get various
actually really
things
good.
than
Like, there's so
the
much
things I
detail in the
probably
boots and everything here too.
wouldn't get otherwise.
They're
Because I'm
recreating,
not
of
going to
course,
get an
the
Iron
iconic
Giant
scene
Polar
from,
Vortex skin.
Adventure Time,
I could
where
care less.
Marceline is in front of the gate,
I'm
trying
gonna pick the
to
Polar
get the gate
Vortex
open,
skin that I want
and
because
she
there's a
has the
Batman
silk
one.
hat
So
on.
obviously, I don't know.
This is a really good unique take on that.
the pixel art. Yep, Gabriel's back at it again.
Yeah, they lessen the
At
eventual
some point,
pain.
Gabriel, we have to let
Well, it
other
almost takes the
people
wind
catch
out of
up.
it because,
Like,
like,
we,
if you
there's
look at the
actually a
leaks and
few
all that, we
of the
see like the
normal,
Christmas stuff,
art that we
and those
always
I
have,
expect
we
to
have
be
to
event
cycle up
rewards. I
the
expect
turns,
those the
but
things
with
be the
this
things you
one,
grind
of
for
course,
almost, you know.
yet another amazing work from.
But no, they're just sticking
Pixel
them
Art
in the
for Gabriel.
event, or they're just sticking them in the
Can't
battle pass and
say
calling it
enough
a
how much
day
we look
instead
forward
of
to seeing
making
these every single
original
time a new character comes
pieces.
out.
Like here, I want to go
But
back.
it's
Hold on.
got some go back to that will be attached. Yep,
Like instead of
Vimo,
getting those
that
random
one,
skins that I actually preferred, even though they
Unicorn
weren't
Dog
for
skin,
characters I didn't
that
play,
we
I
showcased recently.
would prefer get
And the
them than
scaredy
event
cat emote.
skins. I don't.
Yes,
The
sir.
Unicorn Rain
Yeah,
Dog,
that's a
that's cool.
must.
So like they
that's
lessened it.
favorites.
If you buy the battle pass, of course, you can get that one.
I want to.
But it's so much filler. Like, look at this page, dude. And I've said this to Joe 50 million times. I think it's a bad sign when one of the best rewards a game can have is player cards, because games have player cards. It's just part of the things they use to flesh out loot pools, and they're usually the minor excitement. But in this game, they actually look awesome, and you kind of want them, and that says a lot for the reward pool. But like even this first page, we get another badge. Obviously, you get like the themes of a character. I'm shocked to see the Christmas thing in the actual pass. I thought you'd be able to unlock that through the Christmas event. But there are other banners. I'm sure we'll unlock them, I guess, or they're for bundles. Still 800 Gleamium, it looks like. The emotes are those random rewards. That's cool. That's not really themed. I don't really play Tom and Jerry. Second page, look at this. Fighter currency. Perk currency. Toast. Gem. Gleamium, obviously, we'll accept, but Majority of this page is currencies and stuff that just goes towards the season. I also thought they would offer more fighter currency on a battle pass, considering how much you have to grind. Look at this, more, and then you get perk currency, toast, gem. Obviously, we take the gleamium. Another badge we don't want. What is that? It's another ring out. I guess the ring out's unthemed. 2 player cards back to back. A Finn badge, a gem XP, a toast, a Morty badge, perk currency, a player card. It's just so scattered and few and far between. Hold up. Wait a minute. The end of this battle pass is 450 gleamium. Hold on. We're adding this shit up. I see a 300, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what that is. We're counting. Right, what is this? Page 1, 200 gleamium on the board. Page 2, can't really...
That one is a given.
That's 100 gleamium on the board. It says 300.
Built, and then bitten through, which this one is also
That looks like one.
really good.
Is that
It's
250?
the Treasure Rabbit. Bugs Bunny just popping out.
It looks like
Figure
150.
it'd be
I
the
can't
hat,
tell,
no,
man.
It'd be the
Really
treasure
can't
chest.
tell.
And then the
Oh, what's up, Joe? Hello. Yeah, no, it's they're in art time right now, so I'm just looking at the battle pass. Badges, they're doing Fortnite gifting what they won't sell. Yeah, exactly. Original content is better, I agree. You know what would be great ending item? A free legendary skin. Yeah, you'd think. Like, that's usually the concept of others. But I can't tell if that's 150 or 250, but we'll say, I don't know. I think that's another 100 right there, so that would be 550 if it was 150. Okay, so I think it's about 850 again. It's just broken up differently. Like the last one is 300 over here. So it's still 850. I think. It's either 800 or 850, but it's weird how they're breaking it up differently this time. It's so haphazard with this game sometimes. I don't get it. All right, let's see if they're done with art time.
Marceline on this one.
Nope.
Thank you, Rodan, for that.
Oh no, maybe there?
Use the Batman holiday skin as well. With
Still
the
not
little
That
antlers
one's
on
cool though.
top.
That
This
is.
is
Oh,
I like the
I didn't notice
depth.
that either, dude. Gizmo would be a great gift.
yeah. This well, just don't feed after midnight.
But yeah, it's just into the verse, Jobin. But we'll probably be live tomorrow for anyone who wants to hang out. We're gonna go live when all this stuff goes live. I don't expect. Actually, maybe there will be an update. I don't know if it will be downtime with maintenance.
You were locked and loaded.
Don't hold me to
ready
that.
To share this one. We had a lot of.
Because like I said, we got a
Marceline
patch on the
fans,
10th. I'm curious if we're
sharing
actually going
everything,
to
so
get
thank
a
you.
patch. They didn't talk about any
This one
specific game
looks
changes
amazing.
today.
It's
like
unique,
there was no
unique
speed
look and
ups
unique take
or
on Marceline.
you know, like random
red
stuff.
outlining.
They didn't show any extra gameplay on that, like they usually
Of
do.
course. Another time.
Why did you eat my fries,
And
Daddy?
a great reference to a fantastic episode where we got to meet
Yeah.
and a very well known song amongst the fans. So thank you, Till. This one looks amazing. Referencing the Why'd You Eat My Fries. I'm pretty sure there's probably a few references for that within the game as well.
Actually,
plenty of
Joe, you'll be
Marceline
happy. There's a
fans
lot
out
of
there, so keep an eye on that.
there's a lot of stripe love
I don't
in this update.
think we're coming to a close.
Like a
I'm
player
pretty sure there
card,
might be a last one,
emote,
or maybe we have a couple left.
a couple
Yes,
skins.
yes,
No,
that was the
maybe
last
just one
one.
skin. Maybe two skins. I don't know.
Wow.
Forget.
Okay, so
But a lot of stripe love.
incredible job from all of our artists as always. And a lot of these were waiting from the beginning of season 4 because we did ask for them back then, but that was Raven's time. So I'm glad a lot of you made sure to repost and reshare the ones that you had before. To anybody who didn't get,
well,
we have only so many we could show, but we always like to retweet. So please ping us and let us know so we can retweet those out and showcase your amazing Marceline artwork across our socials. And
So now I believe it's Q&A time.
yes. So we always like
Yeah,
to
what are you gonna
answer a
lie to
few
us about
questions,
today, guys?
from everybody at the end of the show.
Where's my
Kat,
season
you'd like
3
to kick it
prestige
off?
currency?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Redskin foreskin.
I'm looking for him. Hold on. You take it. I'm looking for it.
Okay. Let's see. So, Dino Corey asks, so what are the other rewards you get from the Rogue Rift besides the Jason skin? So there are individual currencies that you can get. Of
Oh my
course,
God,
so
Joe,
which,
you missed the
I
loot
believe they
box.
range
If
anywhere
you want to scroll
between,
back, the new Rift
prestige,
thing they're doing, it's
perk,
like a loot box.
potentially Glemium, and such as well. Yeah, you'll be able to unlock those. I don't have a full list of everything that's unlockable, for
He doesn't
potential
even
other
know.
cosmetics.
The developer
so,
over here.
Can't give a
Alright,
full
let me
answer
calm
to that
down.
yet, but you will be able to get a few more things other than just the Jason skin, of course, because that is that is the chase item, so it's a little bit harder to get. But there are other items
Just
you'll
a
be able to
little
get as
bit,
well. I just
1%,
don't have a
0.6.
full list for you offhand right now.
Mike _ Mick Epicness. I love your name, by the way. Are there any current plans for polishing / quality
Yeah,
of
and
life,
somebody
the
said,
local
what about the
play and
prestige
or
store? I
custom
guess no
game
new
lobbies?
prestige items. I
So
guess we
funny
only get
enough,
them in the first part.
over the weekend, there were some things we were talking about, or we were discussing to talk about for the future for local play, at least. So stay tuned for that. We don't know exactly what will come from it currently, but there are always ways that we can make things a lot better of an experience. So thank you for asking this question. Just know that we are thinking about these things currently. And the
Doesn't know
same
or
would
doesn't
go
want
for
to
custom
say.
game lobbies as well.
Yes, yeah,
Or there is
actually,
none,
we
and
got
that's
a
his
lot
way of saying,
information from
there might be,
watching,
but there is nothing
Black Fight
probably.
and being in attendance, and got some great feedback from some of the TOs in attendance as well. So that will, again, like the cat said, don't have exact answers to what's going in there, but we did get a lot of great feedback on what we'll be looking to try and improve on in the future. Let's see here. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Want me to grab
okay.
one?
No, I got it. Okay, so Cool Buster. Will you guys ever add a hitbox visualizer in a future update? That would be pretty cool. We've seen this one quite a few times. So like we said, this is one of our first updates for the lab. We just got a bunch of new bot behaviors.
Someone brought a good point that for people who are done with Fighter Road, it's really defeating that when you get fighter currency, it just turns into Battle Pass XP, and especially when the Battle Pass got way more underwhelming.
Hitbox visualizers and frame data.
It's defeating.
Another one. There is always the possibility for that, but it is asked for quite often. And this was one of our first lab overall updates, and with this new update, it's a lot easier to be able to make some potential additions.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's why they don't want to give us prestige currency,
just know
because they
that
told
is
us that
something
people
is
actually
brought
did
up
some
quite a
work
bit,
for
and we have heard
grinding
that
for it.
feedback, potentially for the future.
What trash.
Exactly is the what time frame. Don't have an exact time frame, but
that's why I'm a little cynical towards Ajax here. I've heard too many lies now.
Black
4 seasons in, I've been burned a couple times.
XP claims carry over
and that's
from
not
the
what you want to do to your player base.
If I'm reading this correctly, do they mean they finished this current battle pass, the next battle pass is coming, but they still have claims that they did from the previous missions? How would you read this?
I want to say this means like a XP battle pass ticket. If that's what they're getting at, in which case I believe no, you would need a new this is a brand new battle pass.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a separate thing.
Yeah, I would like to get a little more clarification potentially on the question, but yeah, if it's for that, you'll be using a different battle pass ticket. But the XP always goes into the infinite tier, so there wouldn't be any XP that I'm aware of that would carry over. This is actually a very good question.
I don't know if it's a lack of a communication on their end or the actual game developers'
I'll look into this.
end.
Try to get some answer to that later on. I'll send it over.
If I was in their position, I just feel like I'd be way more composed with all of the info. But that's just me.
I lost my place.
Yeah, you go.
There are a lot of questions. Let's see here.
Or at least try to be, you know. I don't know. It's hard to criticize.
The Jason skin only bit
because I know I'm not perfect either, but I don't know.
Z Joens, I think that's how it said. Is the Jason skin only available through the Rift? It is an elusive skin. So the only way you'll be able to
our new favorite word, elusive,
unlock it or obtain it is through the Rogue Rift. And as we have stated previously,
we are cremated at this point.
You never know where they might
just ashes on the floor, bro.
Or potentially appear again.
Especially after seeing that loot box today.
They are unlocked. For example, the Agent Smith one being attached to season 1 that was specifically for that. But for other elusives, they followed their own individual rules. The
Rifts
current
are just going to be
way,
loot
though,
boxes
is
now.
to unlock that through the rogue grift. So you want to make sure you go ahead and complete that while that is currently live, so you can get access to that skin.
From Dad Game Fan, what's up, yo? Any plans for tutorials for advanced stuff in Shields? Can we get move recording and training mode? So move recording,
and they pick and choose
would
their
be
questions.
godlike.
That's why I don't
It
even
would
bother
be
asking,
so
because I could
good.
obviously put a
Can't
question
really
and be
promise
like,
that, of course.
what about event
However, any
currency?
plans
What
for
happens to
tutorials?
it? And they could lie to me again.
You know,
but it's
tutorials
just like,
are
why
very
would I put
important,
myself through it?
especially for any fighting game out there, whether it be for beginner moves, beginner techniques to advanced. I think it's worth a discussion. I
What
think
about
we
two
should talk about
deployment
it
tokens I
and
can't
pretty much try
spend
to
because they're
revisit certain
limited
things. And who
them
knows,
to
you know, maybe
6
a
loads
more robust version of
of
tutorials
chat,
comes out.
but
We don't
has
know
the
yet.
Sith
However,
through
if you guys
backlash.
want tutorials, of course, always be sure to make your voice heard because they do good. They're very
Yeah.
good. They're very important.
I will put a little note on the fact that
I
that one has
mean,
been brought
the
up
Joker
in
is
the past
too,
with
but then
the
you're
lab,
pigeonholed
and
into
much like we
picking the
said before
Joker, and
earlier,
it's like that's what I did. I
this
did
a
the
discussion that's kind
Batman
of
Court
already
of Owls
been
looking one,
had and brought up because
not the
people bringing it up
elusive
quite a
one,
bit.
and then I did
So
the
it's on
Joker just so I
it's
could get
on our
prestige
radar.
currency out of
So
it.
thank you for bringing that back up. As well as same
Just-
answer to the input recordings as well, because that would make scenario creation a lot easier for players overall. So we do hear that. Again, this was just the first big overall to update to the UI. You never know when more things might come in, but this is something that we have definitely looked for. We've definitely heard a lot of, and potentially might be looking into in the future. So keep an eye out.
Absolutely.
And that'll be the last. The last question for the day on that. There is a lot
Yeah,
more.
it's the last
questions,
question they want to
going
ask.
keep those coming. They'll appear in the Discord. And as we prep for one, happy holidays coming up. We have a lot of preparation going in, not only for right now, but of course the next season, season 5, with upcoming characters and a lot of fun. So I'm super excited to see what we have coming in the future. A little scheduling update as well for what we have with the near future.
I can't.
Not only will we be
I
able
can't
to get
unhear it.
Marceline, of course, a reminder that you'll be able to get her for the 17th tomorrow to the 20th. You'll be able to get her on the 20th to be able to use the fighter road as well as unlocking. Excuse me, with your prior fighter.
Like they like to dance around in all
but
the
for
ahs and the
season
and
5,
it's like, dude, early access.
so we have a
Just say
scheduling
it.
update
She's
for
only
you.
available
Season
for
5
3
will
days
be
for people who
extended
pay.
season 4 will be extended by
Season
2
4,
weeks. It'll be going be now ending on February 4th.
Oh
We
my
also
god,
have
they're
an
making it
extension for
longer?
rank season and a new arena event that will be going along with that as well.
Okay, at least you
And the
planned
road grift will
something.
be going from the 14th all the way to the 4th. So the new date for season 5 will begin on the 4th, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody taking a look at all the unique, fun, incredible new stuff that'll be joining in season 5 when that time comes around. And hope you're all really excited and ready to play Marceline, the Vampire Queen. There's a lot of
Sounds like a delay. They needed
creative
more time to
expression and
develop.
unique stuff. Some of you will be
So
seeing
we get
some
2
of that
more
stuff from
weeks
people who are at Plat Fight this
of
weekend,
a
probably
very
showing up pretty
lackluster
soon, as well
season.
as make sure you check out that Into the Verse full in-depth guide that Nakat put together that will be appearing on YouTube, and a lot of great stuff. We can't wait to see what everybody posts up and shows us.
Oh, for
for
sure,
Marceline,
Sally. They
which
only
is
pick
live
the ones
tomorrow.
they want.
Yep. And with that, I believe we've come to a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
want to thank everybody for watching today. We greatly appreciate it. We are super excited to get Marceline into your hands for you all to be able to play her. And of course, Ajax, is there any last things you want to say? I want to say happy holidays. And again, we appreciate all of you for playing Multiversus.
Yeah, what's
and
the little...
continuing to
Come
play
on.
Multiversus. Thank you so much.
Likewise, happy holidays, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in with us all year long. We can't wait to continue this conversation next year. And again, hope you all have fun. And for now, we'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Take it easy.
Oh, no. Yeah, nothing. No little wink. Nothing. No, throw water at the screen because Aquaman's coming. Like, oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. Just really lackluster, and I imagine that was some form of delay, like I said, because they need 2 more weeks to develop. And the files have been very haphazard with what's been popping in, if you've been seeing the leak videos and stuff. And if you're also in the Discord, you even know there's even more that I don't put in those videos. And they just... It's very haphazard. Things just... It's like they just kind of pick and work on this week, and then this, and then that, and then this week's that, and then eventually we'll finish this. I don't know, and it kind of... it really does shine through on shows like this, because I just wish they were handled better. But that, again, that's just my opinion. 2 more weeks on a lackluster back end of a battle pass, which I don't know where you guys are. I still have it on right here. I'm on tier 78, and like I said, I'm probably gonna be making a battle pass video, especially after seeing this, because we have some things to talk about and maybe improve upon. I have some ideas to just make the battle pass better. They're just full of filler to me. But I'm up to 78, and I've probably only gotten the Gleamium reward. Now that's after 45, you have like a reoccurring infinite tier, and the infinite tier could be possibly 50 per currency. I think it's 250 fighter currency. For anybody who wants to fight, grind fighter road, my best bet is probably to do the infinite tier, because you get fighter currency pretty often, and I think it's 250 if you have a character, and if you don't, that's the defeating part I was talking about. If you have everything unlocked like I do, that 250 fighter XP turns into 100 battle pass points towards the next level, so it's just like eh. And then also the other reward is Gleamium, and prior to season 4, if you did the infinite tiers, you had a possible chance at 50 Gleamium, and it popped up. Well, actually, I should say, to get the infinite tier in those old seasons, you would actually have to get 4,000 XP, and that's double the normal amount of 2,000 for one tier. And now with the new system, you only need 2,000 to get the infinite tier, so it's a normal battle pass level. But now that Gleamium has been knocked down from 50 to 10. And it's really defeating, and I swear it pops up less. Maybe the same amount, but if not less. So like I said, I've gone from 45 to 78 in this time. And I think I've recorded them all, but I'm pretty sure in my memory, I've only gotten Gleamium 4 times. That's 40 Gleamium. That's insane. You get more on the weekly Wednesday. The game's getting stingier, and I know it's a free-to-play game, but it's like, where does the line? They just keep trying new things to see where the line is. And obviously I can scream till I'm blue in the face, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, they didn't change anything else. So the rewards of an infinite tier are either 50 per currency, 250 fighter currency that could be converted to more battle pass, or 10 Gleamium that barely pops up. Maybe it's just my luck. But it's really defeating. And then they, like I said, I'm getting to like, they're adding 2 more weeks on a 45 level battle pass that you're just going to blow past. I don't. If you play the game enough, I don't know. It's especially for someone who's trying to follow the game, it's defeating at times. And I really don't know if they know what they're doing. Sorry, that was my rant. Can I have a refund on my time? Not you, McFly. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out at least. At least we're torturing together. The character infinite tier is useless. That too. I thought I was actually high with my Batman at 21. You're telling me there's a Raven at 116. That's insane. That's wild. And like I said, someone on Twitter I saw, I think they had level 100 Batman, and all of my tiers past 15 have been 30 toast. So like, what is the point? Oh, it does give Gleamium though? That's a chance? Oof. Yeah, I've gotten 30 toast every Batman level past 15. It's really defeating. But that's nice to know that Gleamium is a possible chance, I guess. You have 133 games to have a slim chance at 10 cents of Gleamium. Yeah, and the XP just goes up, too, I'm pretty sure. Have you seen the account level XP? I'm about to hit 37, and it costs it's like 200k to level up. That's insane. Actually, here, I did want to actually do this. We were talking about... Somebody put up a video a couple days ago, and I just started watching it before all this hit. Yeah, see right there's the gameplay trailer. Can I go to my history? It's got to be in here, right? Right here, Multiversus sucks. This guy, a lot of his info is dated. Like, it's almost as if he only played season 1 of the new build,
Man, I really wish I had a new...
And then he's talking about it now in December. But he makes a lot of good points, and he's hilarious. So I definitely... I recommend you guys watching this. He's a smaller creator, but it was pretty funny, and he makes a lot of good points. It's basically what we all echo in our little chambers about everything. And we're not wrong, in my opinion, about it. But greed and disappointed.
2v2 multiplayer, platformer, online mostly.
And I love this format.
You do your online games like Smash Bros. It's on Steam. It's all just very convenient and nice, and probably one of those coolest games of all time. Hopefully it's not ruined by some dog shit developers or anything. Oh wait, Multiversus had the potential to be one of the greatest.
Yeah, it used to be 50.
All right, it would have gone down in the history books.
That was awesome.
But oh my god. The fucking dev team is a bunch of fucking idiots. They done fucked it up.
But he goes through it all. He talks about like beta, and then he goes to the next parts. But like I said, he doesn't know about Fighter Road
I've never
yet
seen
or anything
such
like that.
like lies and greed and just like fucking stupid potential wasted. What was the beta even for? I mean, Multiversus really grabbed me from that trailer. I was like, oh my god, these devs are dank memers, dude.
But shout out to
fucking meme
iBrandad.
Shaggy in there. What the fuck? It's gonna be amazing. So the beta released, and everyone kind of just ignored the fact that it was a beta. They didn't really like read that part or like pay attention to it, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, man, I was in the beta. I was an OG, and if you were an OG, you knew how like shitty the connection was in the beta. Like, holy shit, brother!
That's why it's something to reminisce on,
that
man.
connection was so bad.
He escaped the Twitch chat.
Oh my god!
Makes a lot of good points.
Red team.
But I didn't get to watch it all.
I dodge.
And don't forget the horribly stupid, grindy events that they had. That it was like essentially another part-time job, and you know, but it's okay, right? It's a beta. They're gonna like take all the fucking criticism and make it good in the full game releases.
Lack of
I mean, the
enthusiasm
company's
that makes me
name is
smile.
Player First.
It really
Games.
is.
I mean, what are we talking about here? These guys are gonna do great. They care about the player first. Yeah, that company name is a load of bullshit. They got me. They got me good. It's not Player First Game. It's fucking suck my dick game. Like it's
second play. It's Player First Game,
Player
but we're the
First
second
Games. How are you
player.
gonna open a beta, have all these insanely overpriced like in-game purchases, like skins and bullshit, and then when the beta's over, you go, hey guys, so yeah, the beta's ending. You guys can't play the game for like a year and a half till it comes back.
To do this the right way, we'll be closing the Multiversus Open Beta 90 days from today. As part of this process, we'll be pausing updates and taking the game offline as we prepare for the launch of Multiversus.
And everybody was like, what the fuck? And that's why everybody forgot they were playing a beta. Everybody forgot they were playing a beta. And I knew it was a beta, but I was like, okay, like it might be gone like a month or two or whatever. It's pretty close to release. It looks pretty much finished, it's good, whatever. I just need to fix the connection shit. Nah. Like the beta closed and nobody could use any of the shit they bought with money. There was no communication if this thing was even going to actually launch. So Warner Brothers is like notorious for like canceling their stupid projects. So this could have easily been just take your money and run.
We're not talking
what
about
you need to do
in
to get the golden name in the beta? You had to buy the $100 fucking founders pack that they said was going to be available
Think about that when you
for
see a gold
limited
name out
time,
there.
and then to a limited date. And when that date is over, you can't buy it no more. So of course,
So I always say to Joe,
my
it was just like,
FOMO
look, they
brain at
paid,
the
they're
time was
gonna
like,
win.
oh my god,
They deserve
but
it.
it's a golden name. And when the full game releases, I'll have it, and most people won't. So I'm like, oh fuck yeah, and I threw my fucking money at the screen like a retard. All right. Near the end of the beta, there was like a interview with Tony, the main dev or whatever.
They really
saying,
do.
oh yeah,
everything
all your
relies
stuff
on
from the
FOMO
beta is going to
anymore. That's what it
transfer
is.
over to the full game. Don't
name
you
of the
worry,
game.
guys. Like, we want to make sure that's a priority. We will make sure this happens.
We'll also ensure that all your progress and content will
good,
carry
Ninja.
over when Multiversus returns next year.
Guess what?
Actually, how long is this?
This motherfucking game releases, and I am missing skins I paid for, and I still don't have them. After messaging Warner Brothers support and a million of other people and fucking complaining on X, Twitter, Reddit, they don't give a fuck. They are just literally being quiet about it. And I know there's so many other people that are
probably don't know how
missing
to
skins
fix
they
it.
paid for, but at this
So, like,
point,
what's wrong with
like
just giving
me,
it?
I don't give a fuck about Multiverse anymore, and I can give two fucks because I'm not
They
going
could
to
be
play this
liars and
scumbag
getting
dev
over on
game
it. It's like,
if they're just not
I
going to give my
guarantee
shit
you've probably
back.
screwed
Not
over
even
more
acknowledge
people out
it.
of free
They never even
stuff
acknowledged it. That's so
than there
crazy.
are people trying to
What was
get
that,
free
Tony? I
stuff.
didn't hear it. One more time, please.
We'll also ensure that all your progress and content will carry over when Multiversus returns next year.
In the full release, there was not just that missing.
Where's my red pajama
A lot of
Finn?
things from the beta were missing. Features, fucking stuff people had, profile pictures, banners, shit like that. Gone. I actually got my little list here because I'm not going to remember all that shit, but I got a list. You can't re-roll missions anymore. You can't change a character in between games anymore like you used to. When the game first released for like 2 or 3 weeks, you couldn't get XP to just playing the game. You had to just get missions, which is a dog shit system. Why do people and companies keep making these games where you can only get XP and battle pass shit from missions. Let me just play the game if I don't want to do some stupid mission that makes me play the game a certain way that I don't want to play at that moment. The UI, I will say the UI in the beta was way better. And this is now just a cluttered Fortnite mess. There's no end of the game stats, but don't worry guys, it'll be added later. Huh. There used to be end of the game stats, not anymore. In the beta, there was player versus AI, where you can do a 1v1 or 2v2. You can bring a friend and beat the shit out of some stupid fucking bots.
Yeah, I do have that one, but I know
just, like, ruin their day. It was good practice for like before you go into a real online match. But they said, yeah,
burns me.
I don't want to put that in the full release. They said, yeah, get that off. It doesn't fit the budget. After you took my fucking $100, I should expect to at least beat some AI ass. In the most brain dead decision of all time, they decide to, in the full version, make it so the camera is incredibly zoomed in, and they changed the speed of the game to be slower, and it's fucking dog shit awful. I like the fast pace, just spam my shit around, and I can still dodge around. I was like, I was like fucking crazy in the beta. I was cracked. Now I'm just like fucking like just slow as shit.
Floaty.
In the beta, you were able to earn gold and use this gold to buy like skins, certain skins that were free that you had to pay with gold, and you'd get these by like, you know, completing missions, playing games, whatnot, leveling up a character through its mastery and whatever. But you know, when they said everything was going to be carried over, yeah, the gold wasn't. So people who had gold saved, you got fucked pretty good. They're like, oh, we converted it to something. And it's like, I think they converted it to the worst possible new currency, the fucking perk points or whatever, which, let me tell you about
and you also get a little badge
There's like so many different currencies in the game now. There's perk points where you use these perk currencies to unlock more perks. Except you get way too fucking many.
Yeah, like the whole thing
and I have too much. And it doesn't take me long to get the perks I want and then never unlock any more perks again. Stupid. Also, you made the perk system worse. There's fighter points, which you can use to scroll down to the fucking crazy, stupid, horribly designed store. It's dog shit, and you can use those fighter currency to buy certain skins for way too many points. It takes you hours to get.
Oh, so, he does know. Okay, good.
There's gems that you use in the new PvE mode where you face against bots, but like in like a stupid mission kind of way, like a World of Light from Smash. It's just the most repetitive, stupid. Also, like Mortal Kombat 1's Invasions, the most stupid, slow, like recycled kind of gameplay loop.
That's the WB boring. In them right there.
It's like a shitty
they use all the
2D visual novel porno where it like just shows just random text images and then the characters there. There's no voice lines. It's just super, super stupid. Yeah, it's just a waste of time, and that's where you use your gems. I'll talk about that in a second. Don't worry. Gems are stupid.
He's got the Evo card too.
And of course, you can't forget good old Gleamium. Oh man, yes.
But don't eat it.
Daddy Player First games more fucking money so I can get more Gleamium, dude. I need to get this fucking Chef Ryan dog skin that I think I already had. I spent like 30,000 or 50,000 gold to get the golden Rhine dog, and I don't have this motherfucker. I have to pay money for him now if I want to get him. What in the actual bullshit is that? And don't tell me, oh, well, the currency's changed, and I don't think it would really work out. I feel like it'd be a little unfair. Shut the fuck up. You said everything would be there, dude. Fuck you, Tony. They fucking removed Iron Giant from the game for like 2 weeks because he was too broken. He had infinites and shit. I'm like, did anybody even test this game?
Now, it's kind of crazy.
Do they play their own game? I guess not, because they forgot to add a lot of shit.
Or if they do, they just play the lab so they don't have to deal with lag.
I don't
know
want
what
to play Rifts.
Lag means.
Let's talk about Rifts, the PvE mode. So yeah, as I said, you can fucking beat the shit out of some bots in the PvE mode. But here's the thing, right? Rifts is dog shit.
Yeah, that probably is it.
There's like
and seriously, knowing from video production, yeah, that probably is the case.
Fucking fight they have to do to complete all the missions on this side here.
He said, "Fuck it, I'm just going with this, and I'll just throw the little bits that have been added. Like I'm not going
to get that. So if you don't have a friend and you're a fucking loser idiot, you can't get that part of the mission complete. Sorry. They actually had the option to buy more lives in Rifts if you ran out. And everybody was like, that's actually brain dead insane. It's like straight up mobile game shit. And then they're like, oh yeah, guys.
Wait, they had lives in Rifts?
You can't get that part of the mission complete. Sorry. They actually had the option to buy more lives in Rifts if you ran out. And everybody was like, that's actually brain dead insane. It's like straight up mobile game shit. And then they're like, oh yeah, guys, that was a bug, shouldn't have been in there.
Oh my god, hold on. We'd also like to let you know that the option to extra lives is a bug. Wow, dude. Talk about backtrack.
Everybody was like,
wow,
right,
I didn't even know that happened.
And get this, if you want to progress in some of these rifts and go to the next mission and get to the end to unlock like whatever bullshit low effort free skin they give you for completing it.
Wow, dude, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you need to have certain skins of a certain type to even complete some missions. And sometimes you won't ever be able to do that without spending money, which is actually insane. And I remember people also complaining that they didn't have the Joker character yet.
I do remember
because they didn't have enough fighter currency or whatever. And
they put one in the battle
big
pass,
part of
I think,
leveling
where
up
you had
the
to earn it
pass
for an
is
event
the
or something.
fucking,
Like it was the Velma skin to actually do
the missions, and they had to
that's
use
before they actually
Joker's
worked it
fucking
out.
bazooka. And we're like, hey guys, I don't have Joker, so if I don't pay money to get this faster or whatever, like we're fucked. And they're
I
like,
learned that the hard way even now.
Yeah,
when
we
I
know.
tried to start a new
The
account
battle
and
pass
play,
is a joke.
if you don't have the
It's a
character in
part-time
your
job
weeklies,
still.
you're shut out.
It's fucking a
I mean,
grind.
there are rifts that can help.
It's so
but
slow. The store prices are
a lot of
ridiculous,
workaround.
by the way. Just again, I want to repeat that the store is ridiculous. The prices are ridiculous.
Oh, Porcupine, I agree.
Oh, but don't worry.
When it comes
There's a
comparatively,
5% sale on a
very
fucking
lackluster.
profile picture. Oh, ow, ow. And the communication was fucking dog shit. I remember like Tony, the fucking game developer, lead game developer, in the beginning of the beta, he was all like,
right, Ninja.
you know,
That's what they're gonna
excited,
say. They're gonna say it's a
communicating with
bug.
the community. You know, giving updates, responding to
integrated
shit,
and
like
developed
just,
a
you know,
bug.
he's a player-first gamer dev. You know, he cares about the players. He wants to make this game great. And guess what? He just slowly stopped responding, which I get. It could be kind of like overwhelming with like, you know, frustrating with fans asking the same question, asking for Walter White a million times. But like, zero communication started happening, and it was like, all right, there's no new characters, there's no guys, connection still sucks. This is bad. And we really didn't hear from Tony again until the end of the beta, where he's like, hey guys, we're gonna transfer all your progress. I don't know if you saw the marketing for the full release of Multiverses, but it was dog shit. Up until like the last 3 days, I think they did somewhat okay with it. But like the first promotion for Multiverses coming back was like some stupid McDonald's crossover and some
a month
sports,
early.
I think it's like sports, what is it? A hockey crossover?
I didn't even know
What is
that. What?
Well, I don't give a fuck about that, bro.
They did a
What is that? That's
Multiversus
cringe.
hockey crossover.
And when the full game released, it was kind of cool that they gave returning players from the beta the first
This
battle
guy's
pass
done his
for
work.
free.
I like it.
Oh, that's cool. But hey, wait. You have to redeem it by a certain point or you don't get it. So like, what? Why is there even a time gate on that? Why is there a time gate on getting your...
Yeah, see,
everybody else
parka
gets to have
came
this
with
free
that.
battle pass, but if you come in a little late and you have like, I don't know, my life, you know, you don't get to have it. Again, I don't know who made this UI, but holy shit, who was like, yeah, guys, new fighters, if they want to buy new fighters, put it at the very bottom of the shop so you gotta scroll the fucking way down the order. Like, dude, come on. What? Anybody
That one
was,
baffled
nobody
me.
was like, hey guys, that's a stupid idea.
All
The
the
only new
stores, I just wonder
characters
why
that
they were
were
at the
added
bottom.
in the full release were Jason Voorhees, cool, and then a fucking banana guard, a meme character. Hey buddy, maybe not release your full game with a meme character. Meme characters are fine. For coming back, that is a
Yeah, I would say the chat was the best part for sure.
It's questionably stupid fucking decision.
But this is what we
Who
gotta
was like,
do.
yeah,
We also gotta talk
banana
about it.
guard.
It's one of the best parts.
Tony's like, oh my god, guys, banana guard.
very
Oh god,
important,
look,
more
it's
than
the
people
banana
think, probably.
guard. Yeah, in the beta,
As little
when
as
you
my
bought
voice
the
and our
Founders Pack
voices
as
probably
well,
are.
you got like these character
gotta voice
tokens,
them.
and you can use them to unlock the characters instead of like having the grind for gold and unlock them with gold. You can just use one of the
I
tokens you
imagine
get
we're all
from one
here
of
and
the cool
we're all
founder packs.
cynical about it because
And that was
we want
actually
this game to
useful
be
and
good.
neat.
It's a
So
great
when the
idea.
full
There's
game
so
comes
much
out, they're like,
potential in our
hey,
brains.
let's do something. Let's
team
make
just
it
can't
so
whip it together
they have to
fully.
use all their tokens first on like buying a new character before they can use other currency.
Yeah.
And
They hate those
everyone's like,
tickets.
motherfucker,
Garbage.
what? Why would you do that?
Garbage.
I mean, like, that's so stupid. Player first games. Players first. And I hate that there's going to be someone in the comments that's like, well,
and that's even scummy right
Warner
there, Ninja, I
Brothers
agree.
is really associated with them too, and it's probably them making them do all these bad decisions.
But it's
Yeah,
because
right.
it's not elusive.
We're going to shift the whole
Right.
blame on
Probably
Warner
should have been.
Brothers.
If elusive was
we
a thing
really
back
serious?
then, it probably would have
We
been.
know it's they're fucking greedy scumfucks.
Also, the reason
But
to give us
come on.
less prestige
They
points
knew
for a higher
Player
tier
First Games
skin.
knew what they were getting into, and you know if they really didn't want that shit, they'd put their foot down and be like, all right, well, Warner Brothers, our name is Player First Games.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't do all these dog shit decisions. Maybe we can compromise. Maybe not do this. Maybe not overprice this.
How do you realize it doesn't burn your community?
Yo, fuck Multiverses. Fuck Player First Games. Fuck Warner Brothers. And fuck Tony's bald-ass stupid fucking head. It looks disgusting. Actually, fuck you. I liked you until I didn't. And you fucking ruined it. You done
I liked
fucked
you
it
till
up.
I knew you.
Good job.
Good shit, dude. Shout out to iBrandad. Definitely go check him out. Hold on, wait. Can I scroll down and see his thing? Hopefully that puts his name up there. iBrandad. Shout out to him. Great video. That was fantastic. Hit that wang dang doodle like button. But yeah. Here, we'll end with this. This too, everybody's talking about Starfire because she keeps popping up in the background. So I'm curious if, would they do two Teen Titans in a row? I can't help but think they like.
You're not still scared of
Easter egg a
vampires,
fighter
are you, Jake?
Just for like to show them.
Somebody call for
it's like they
the
just started
vampire
working
queen.
on Starfire. We'll see
Hope you're ready.
if they make it.
I am not ready to join your legions yet.
But yeah, this is it, guys. I gotta get ready for
Water
work.
dancing
I
can't
want to
save
thank you guys
now.
so much for hanging out. It was a really lackluster Into the Verse. Like seriously, this one was really stupid. I knew splitting it up was gonna be a bad idea. It's just then their way to time gate and milk content even more when they have a lack of it. So that's, like I said, the battle pass being filled out with event skins, this being cut up into 2 separate dates to try and spread it out, and 2 extra weeks. And then also there was that rumor that the game even started on a delay, so I don't know if that's them trying to fix the time or they need more time to develop the Season 5 fighters. I just hope we don't hear news that this thing's shutting down, because there's been a lot of bad news in the news recently. Went to Tony's jugular at the end. Yeah, that's why I liked at the end. He just said screw it, and I'm just, you know what? Fuck all this shit. It's fun. Sometimes you just gotta have fun with it, and that's kind of the sentiment today. We saw a lot of dog crap, but at least we can have fun and laugh at it. And just like usual, I'll be live tomorrow. Me and Joe will be on. We'll be playing Multiversus with a live event. Hopefully get a cool ugly sweater skin. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Hopefully we have some good news in the future, but it wasn't today. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you guys later. Once I